Now, with the end of the Star Trek book reviews, I'm now turning a little bit to gaming, just for a few videos. I do buy a few books, and I really do like the ones I'm keeping hold of. This was by Winnie Forster. This is Games Machines from 1972 to 2012. Hi guys, Ralph here. So this is basically, it's a small enough book, it's a coffee table book, it's nice and thin. There we go, that's done review. This is the second version. I don't think there was a third version out, but it expands it up to 2012. What happened in 2012? Am I here you at? I think the Xbox was out, and that's the end of the gaming. So yeah, gaming on the Xbox is brilliant. On the PlayStation 5 is absolutely brilliant. I don't have a PS5. If anyone wants to donate one, please get in touch. But fun fact, I was actually born in 1972. The first games console was Pong, which is right... Is that right there? Or is that a different Pong machine? Well, Pong was the first one, which was invented in 72. There were things before, we know that, because there was lots of, there was lots of computer-generated stuff which were technically games, but not really fully games machines. Yes, we can argue that something like a Commodore 64 or a Spectrum is a computer which can play games. Yes, we can argue as much as that we can, or PCs. But yeah, we'll see what's in here anyway. I've never actually opened this. There's a line down there where I wouldn't just open there anyway. But it just goes through the whole idea of the Era 1, birth of electric games, mainframes, arcades and TV games. 2, the crash. 3, the evolution. Yes, random... Refriended crazy? What? Oh, got you. I know where it is. Cool. So we go through different types. Again, with all these videos, please go out and buy one. Buy one of these if you can, when you can find one. These are available probably on Amazon, eBay, bookstore, possibly. But this is not to do with, please look at this and read it. That's just been a bit cheap. So there we go. That is Computer Space from 1971. So how does the games playing start in 1972? I hear you ask. First microprocessor from Intel and Texas. First games console was the Odyssey in 1972, which we should have. There's the Pong machine right there. Right, my first gaming console was not far from this. This was a grandstand system in the UK. It was different in Europe, but it was basically a paddle, and you move the bat and ball, pound across, same as Pong. It had slight variants because it changed the court you were in. Or you'd have 2 bats instead of 1. Yeah, it was fun back then. It was a game that it looked absolutely horrible, but you played it. You got a game for, it would cost you, I don't know, 2 months worth of pocket money, and you would play the game until your eyes bled. Now nowadays we just wait for a Steam sale and just pay for one and then just never touch it again. So we have the Odyssey, Magnavox Odyssey, the first controller. Oh God. The first cartridge-based, games developed until 72. Half a star. That's how much they didn't like it. Half a star. Fairchild, I have one of these behind me because that was, the star rating is very unfair. The Fairchild was in 2 versions as well, but these crazy, very crazy controllers. You held one and the top you would twist and it would also go forward by left, right, but you also press button down as well. Very weird. The Tandy TRS-80. One of the first computers that could play games on. The Apple II, you could play games on. Fine, never had one myself. A Commodore PET, 2600. So this is where games kicked off for me. I mean, yeah, I had the Grandstand. I had a Grandstand 2000, which was just a black and white version of Pong. The 3000 was a colour. The 1000 was just a variant before that. But I had so many games for this. I've managed to reclaim all those games back, but I have flashback stuff that can play even more. Yeah, they're really, really cool. but very nostalgic, but also quite overplayed lately. It's quite strange. Start off with the 6-switch Woody, so we say, which when reduced down to 4-switch and 2 on the back. Then the Vader. I do have one of those and one of these. I think I have one of those, or I've sold it, I'm not sure. But you got so many different types of computer, because they realised that they would need a controller, a joystick, a keyboard would be good, so you can do more things with it. Another Atari 800. That's the Atari XE. Oh, sorry, the XL. Was that the XE? Yeah, that's the XE with the XL. Yes. See, my generational jump was the Grandstand 2000, Atari 2600, and then it went to past the Sinclair ZX81. Never had a VIC-20. I always wanted a Munchman. It says Puckman, but there was Munchman over here. Never a CBS. You can buy these now easily. Where would you be? Sinclair ZX Spectrum, my first computer, the rubber keyed version, bought from somebody I used to go to school with because he didn't play it anymore, and I played it to death, literally. I took it to pieces, I broke things, I fixed things, I added things, and then it went off it. The Model B, the BBC Model B was part of the BBC programme from Acorn. That was always at school, so that's how old I am. Atari 5200, kind of a massive flop, unfortunately. Sharp. Yeah, it goes on for a little bit of this. But again, they're showing that the main part is you've got a joystick and you've got a controller. Sega came in with a console. You do not have a keyboard anymore. You could probably get one. No, you couldn't get one for that. That's like the Model 1, the Master System, Model 1 and 2, Famicom. There's a big battle there. Ooh, okay, 264 series of Commodore. 7800. The good thing about that, you could play the 2600, but not the 72. Bad 72. Always wanted a 464 Amstrad, because everything was built in. It looked absolutely amazing. You got the free, well, this wasn't free, you got the monitor with it, so you didn't have to look around for a TV to plug it in. We all realise now that Alan Sugar, who ran Amstrad and then successfully bought Spectrum, just put cheap stuff inside. So yes, Atari ST, love the ST. I have 2 in here, an STE and a I think it's a 520 FM. Oh no, it's an F, not the FM, but has got the floppy disk on it and the modulator, which is strange. It was all part of my growing up as well, playing the Atari ST after the Spectrum. But then it goes on, Sharp Systems, Mega Drive came in, the Mega CD and the CD32s. I've heard of a Mega Jet. Game Boy, never had one. Lynx, I played the Atari Lynx, but I was more of a Game Gear sort of kid. There's the Game Gear, Neo Geo, arcade quality gaming, apparently. SNES, rendered crazy. Cool. Philips CDI. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here which are complete failures. Atari Jaguar, such a collector's item. Such a collector's item. If you got one, keep hold of it. If not, just donate to the channel. Would be absolutely amazing to get one of those in. Sega Saturn, I have one of those. Not really the potential yet, but it's just sat waiting to be done. PlayStation was another one that got me into gaming, with Tomb Raider and Formula 1 and all sorts of gubbins. Colony Wars, I think were, G-Police, all sorts of lovely games. I missed out on the N64 when I was a kid. I never really had it. Went straight for PlayStation. Could not have. When I was a kid. Well, I was 24 in '96. Oh, Bandai, Tigercom. Then you got the phone stuff. Probably got the Engage on there or something. Dreamcast, have one of those. Not used full potential yet. Pocket, Bandai. See, They are getting similar. PlayStation 2, PlayStation X. Would I love one of those. Sure I could do stuff in there. But then you've got the new one, whatever the new one is. So you've got kind of PlayStation properly took over. Sega just went, and then along come this little thing, the Xbox. Now they were basically a box. It was a PC in a box. Now the motherboard, disk drive, CD drive, hard drive. It's basically a PC, and you can do so much with them. Nintendo went a different route for more childlike sort of games that are real graphics as the best they could, but to stick on it. It's their game style. Stay with it. Engage over there. DS for your handheld. PSP was one of the best handheld systems I ever played. So hackable, so easily to play around with and put custom stuff on. N64. No, sorry. N64. Xbox 360. One of the best and the biggest failure ever, because Red Light Death. Red Light Death killed so many of those, and still to this day you can still get hold of one and it will Red Light Death. Nintendo Wii, one of the best physical game playing systems. PlayStation 3, one of the best gaming systems I've ever played. I have a few in here. iPhone. Okay, yeah, I used to play a lot of stuff on the iPhone as well. There's one game I used to play on the iPhone. I'm asking a question now, if anybody got this far. iPhone. There was a game on there which was basically, I think it was a crash test dummy, and you threw him down the stairs, and you had to break as many, or was it a crash test dummy? It was a person. It was either, but you threw him down these stairs and it broke as many bones as you possibly could and made as much damage. Anybody know what that's called? Anybody know if it's available as a download so I can play it? Not on the iPhone, on a PC or something like that. Just that question. Oh, Dragon. Dragon was Welsh, built in by the Welsh, very much like the Acorn. Amazing little system. QL. See, they went towards personal computing more than gaming, which is great. It worked fine. So a list of 8-bit computers on there and 16-bit consoles. Yeah, 16-bit and 32 bits. Yeah, QLs and STs and Archimedes. Yeah, this book is a damn good read. This 64-bit and DVD consoles. Okay, handhelds. Yeah, it just gives you the quick specs on this, on each one's. Doesn't show fully, but it is a nice little book to sit down and read while you're not doing much. I'd recommend reading this while you've not got anything on the television, or maybe if you're on the toilet. Give it a good read, because yeah, nothing's better than reading a book while you're doing your ablutions. But this is a really good book. Honestly, I would definitely recommend getting the second edition, the revised. Again, after this we had, because we could go up to the PS3 and the Xbox 360. It doesn't show the PS4 or the PS5 or the Xbox One or the Series 1 or anything like that. So yeah, it kind of stops at that bit, but there's only 3 major players in the market now anyway for gaming. Or why do you always discount PC? PC has always been there for gaming. So the best game playing sort of system for me over the years has got to be a PC. It's easy just to stick a disc in, or it's pre-installed on like an Xbox on the hard drive. It's very easy to play an Xbox. Too easy. But a PC, yeah, just saying. I'm going to get backlash for that, I know I am. So, yes, thanks for watching. Please don't lynch me too much, but yeah, PCs are one I play games on. I have an Xbox One S in here. Xbox One X in here, thankfully donated by Muso John. So, yes, thank you to him. Got it working. Everything's great. So, thanks for watching. Get this from the bookshop if you want. Nice little cheap, easy read. Thanks for watching again and again. Please follow me on social media. Like, share, subscribe. Consider being a Patreon or a YouTube member. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.